Hello out there. This is the second of what may be two or maybe a lot more than that vlogs on this movie that I plan to make. I made my first recording about 3 weeks ago. I haven't posted it yet because I don't feel like I'm 100% committed to make this movie. I guess I am 100% committed. The question is, will chips fall in the right place? So I wanted to give a brief update, and this will be brief, unlike the first one. I have made another, probably two more series of fixes, changes, improvements, hopefully improvements to the script, mostly based on AI, believe it or not. It was interesting. I used Grok mostly, and I put the whole script in and I gave it very specific parameters. It's going to be low budget, all this stuff. And then I ask it very specific questions about character arcs. I think I mentioned this before. So my latest round, it gave me a number of suggestions, most of which were pretty good, but I noticed that it overlooked several things in the script, and I had to point it out because it said, this wasn't really set up very well, or this came out of the blue. And then I say, well, look on page 42 and you'll see in the dialogue that this was mentioned. And then it would do its thing and say, oh, that's right, I missed it because of this and this. And so it was interesting to see what it picked up on and what it didn't. The result being that I disagreed with some of the stuff it said, and there was like some foreshadowing stuff and some other little odds and ends. But overall, did a great job. I would say did, maybe not great, maybe a B plus, A minus job compared to a lot of notes I get from fellow screenwriters. I would say it was as good or better. Obviously, very, objective opinion. It knows its place, or it seems to, or is programmed to give that impression. I've got this script out with a person that I don't know, just from a Facebook page, and I have not heard back from him yet. So I guess the main thing is I've been looking at cameras still. In fact, speaking of AI, I asked one of the engines, or whatever you call them, I said, if I had $5,000 and I needed the following types of equipment, camera, I don't know if I mentioned lights or not. I think I said camera and audio recorder and accessories. And so it sort of gave me a list. And then I said, well, what about this and this? And it said, oh, well, then blah, blah, blah. So that was really interesting. And hopefully I saved that somewhere. So I'm not going to say what kind of camera I'm going to get yet, or if I'm going to get a camera. I might rent a camera, but I don't think I will. But I think the biggest piece of news, which I have not heard back on, is that my two sons that are going to be major roles in the movie, they are in the LA area and they have a great acting teacher. And one of them got the script to her and she asked a number of questions about it before reading it, just, to know what to look for, because I want her help in finding an actress for Susie. And if you don't know yet, because you haven't read the script, Susie is the main, I don't know if she's quite the main character. I would say the story doesn't really revolve around her, but I guess she has the main character arc. It's sort of interesting. So I guess she's the lead. It's, yeah, I guess she's the lead. Anyways, I want to get some help casting her. So the acting teacher asked a number of great questions, and I emailed her back and CC'd the son who put us in touch. And she said, I appreciate your candor, and this will help me when reading it. So I'm waiting to hear back from her. I don't know if that's going to be a week or 2 weeks. I did tell the cast there's only going to be maybe 6 on the call. There's a few other minor roles that I want to do a table read by Zoom, whatever, hopefully within the next couple weeks. And then if everyone is like, yeah, let's do this, then I will get serious about figuring out how much it's going to cost to bring people in to be on this. I've got to get more serious about the crew, because I've only got one firm commitment right now, and it would be nice to have 4 people, which sounds very small, plus myself. I mean, that would be great. I may direct. I could shoot it if I had to. If someone was directing, or even if they weren't directing, I think we could work that either way. I'm trying to get people who will commit for the whole shoot, which is probably going to be very, very hard because it's going to be probably 2 straight weeks, and I'm not really going to pay them or maybe pay them very little. So a lot of details to be worked out, and then I need to really find locations, especially the principal location, which I have got some ideas about, but as I get those more solidified, I will let you know. As always, if you want to make a horrible investment, as all movie investing is, please find out a way to get in touch with me, and we will make that happen. No amount is too small. Some amounts are too large. I'll let you know when we talk or otherwise communicate. That is the update for Saturday, April 5th. Yes. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Let's get this baby made.